those of you that haven't gone through the program, the group that is involved throughout the year gets very close with one another. You develop a lot of professional relationships and a lot of networking. There's a number of things that were shared that first day that are...
I'm usually not one, like Roger, I like to speak off the top of my head. I did prepare something, and to keep it brief, I'm just going to read what I wrote. Not long after we met each other, we immediately hit it off. We were always keeping in touch about matters within our work or our personal lives. But I learned of many things while talking with him, especially his heritage, which meant so much to him. This was an education for me, and I really enjoyed talking to him about these things, because he shared with me his world of his ancestors, of spirits, and things of which I couldn't imagine. Yet they came directly from his heart, so I knew that they would be true. His work with the Toastmasters, he was so proud of his accomplishments, as was mentioned, and he inspired me to want to get involved too, like he inspired you, Roger. Though that wasn't in the plans for me right now, yet I may get involvements later, and I can thank Calvin for this inspiration. It was just wonderful. He and I went to a Wheelers game one night, and it was just time easily spent with someone as if you had spent with them for all of your life. We both strive to get in better shape, as we always seem to feel. And as a result, we used to use the gym at lunch.
Technology at Tacoma Park campus, and also a fellow Toastmaster.
By Calvin character, and he is my inspiration. Good afternoon, everyone. It's such a sad day for all of us. First, I'd like to thank Mr. Cunningham for giving me this opportunity to share some thoughts with you about what my best friend Calvin meant to me. Thus, what was special about Calvin? He was too many others. I was truly motivated by his endeavors, especially when he helped to enhance our learning environment. He was constantly trying to improve our technical and customer services. Perhaps Calvin truly personified greatness. He was there when everyone needed help, no matter if they were students, staff, faculties. His focus was always make this college a better place to work and a better place for students to fulfill their academic goals. At one point, he told me that he wanted to develop a technical seminar that will be part of our professional days. His idea was to focus on discussion and exchange technical information with the goal to find the best customer service solutions for facilitating this space. How did Calvin become such a valued friend of mine? At first, I met him 14 years ago when he worked as a contractor at the WAN, and I was an adjunct faculty teaching computer repair at the Kadiatsky building. His office next to my classroom. We talked, we exchanged personal experience as well as technical information. Eventually, we found we had a lot in common and became very best friends. Calvin, the last 6 months of Calvin's life cover the most tragic story that I ever experienced in my entire life. We typically exchange phone calls 1 or 2 times a week. I realized that I had not heard from him for 2 weeks, so I gave him a call. He answered, but I was deeply concerned when he said, "Ken, I cannot talk to you right now, but I will give you a call later," and he hung up the phone. He sounded very weak, and his voice was very much softer than normal. My first thought that he had a car accident. It was the most devastating moment and truly heartbroken. Calvin said he's feeling better now. He plans to come to work in the next couple of weeks. He also told me the most fascinating story that he ever experienced. Now I'd like to share with you. On one afternoon, while he was driving to work, he felt very sharp pain in his chest. He could not breathe, and he pulled to the side and called an emergency. When he got to the emergency room, the doctor told him that his blood pressure and cholesterol were very high, that caused him his heart to collapse. He's literally dead for 20 minutes, he told me. His spirit went somewhere to an unknown place. He saw his old friend when he was young, but he did not see his parent or relative there. They all were wearing white robes. Suddenly, they asked him, "What are you doing here, Calvin? You must go back where you were." 2 minutes later, he woke up and felt the doctor try to revive him. I told him, "It was quite an amazing story, Calvin. You should write a book about this fascinating story." A week later, I saw him at the Toastmaster meeting. That night, Calvin won an award again. And we were so proud and happy for him. This was the last time I saw him. I always value friends, Calvin's friendship. Naturally, we had we took this is the last picture we took together. When I asked him, while I was teaching computer, and I asked him to share his experience in computer and printer troubleshooting techniques, and he did. This is the kind of friendship we have. This is the kind of person who never say no for an answer. This picture, very special pictures, very unique, something about him. Calvin is not an ordinary person. At one time, he wanted to do a presentation about his watch. And he asked me, "Ken, can you do me a favor? Can you modify this picture with the James Bond ice cream?" Showing that how fancy the watch is. I did for him. I modified it and gave it to him. He's very happy and used this for his Facebook. This is what his quote. He said, "My name Calvin, the only one. It is him who care and love for others." And then the hand is a symbol enjoy what you have. He loved this kind of quote or some kind of